a large, strange package arrived for the house's owner. While the owner was away, Tom and Jerry's curiosity got the better of them. Their chase led to the box being torn open, revealing a build-your-own satellite kit. Tom chased Jerry into the satellite's open hatch. Jerry, scrambling over the control panel, accidentally pressed a big red button. The countdown began. With a whoosh, the satellite launched straight through the roof, carrying the stunned cat and mouse into the sky. The engine cut off and they were weightless. Tom's milk floated out of its bowl in a perfect sphere. Jerry's cheese drifted by his nose. Their initial panic turned to wonder as they bobbed and spun in the silent cabin. Old habits die hard. Tom pushed off a wall to pounce on Jerry, but he missed completely and spun head over heels. Jerry, using a floating pen, propelled himself away like a tiny rocket. The chase had become a hilarious zero-G ballet. The satellite drifted into a field of floating space rocks. Tom and Jerry had to work together, frantically pulling levers and pushing buttons to steer between them. A giant, spinning rock clipped the side of the satellite, sending them tumbling. The collision knocked out their controls, and they drifted into a beautiful but dangerous nebula, a cloud of cosmic glitter that stuck to everything like superstatic. Soon, the satellite was covered, and Tom and Jerry were covered in sparkling, sticky space dust. They had to fix the satellite. Tom, holding Jerry by the ankles, floated outside. Jerry, with his small paws, carefully brushed the glitter off the solar panels and engine nozzles. For a moment, they were a perfect repair team. A mischievous, ice-covered comet spotted the glittering satellite and thought it was a giant snack. It started chasing them, its icy mouth open wide. Tom and Jerry screamed, silently, in the vacuum of space, and dove for the controls. Jerry had an idea from watching sci-fi movies. He directed Tom to fly straight for a small, dense planet. Using its gravity, they slingshot around it, gaining speed and hurling them away from the hungry comet. Exhausted, they drifted near a planet with magnificent, swirling auroras. The lights danced around their satellite in ribbons of green and purple. They sat in the cockpit, their rivalry forgotten, mesmerized by the universe's beauty. They knew they had to get home. Jerry noticed a blinking light on the console, the communication array. By tapping out a simple, rhythmic signal, shave, and a haircut, they hoped someone on Earth would hear them. Back on Earth, a young girl with a telescope saw the glitter-covered satellite reflecting the sun. She noticed its strange, tumbling path and told her dad, a satellite tracker. They had found them. The satellite's homing beacon was activated from Earth. They began their descent, surrounded by fiery plasma. Tom and Jerry held on tight, strapped into their seats, eyes wide as they plunged through the atmosphere. They landed with a giant SBLOSH in the backyard fish pond, the parachute deploying at the last second. They were home. They crawled out, soaking wet, covered in a few remaining specks of cosmic glitter. The owner ran out, shocked. Tom and Jerry didn't run from each other. They simply sat on the grass, looking up at the stars they had just visited. Tom pointed a paw at the Milky Way, and Jerry nodded in agreement. That night, they built a small tent in the backyard. Tom and Jerry lay side by side, sharing a blanket and a bowl of popcorn, looking up at the cosmos. They were no longer just cat and mouse. They were astronauts, explorers, and friends who had shared the greatest adventure of all.